looks like there's an abyss behind me. Imagine if I just panned over and there was someone standing behind me. Okay, so if you'll see, this is my TBR. Now, I haven't done a TBR video in a while. For a while, I was using a board game, but don't know where that is, so. Last night, I found this random jar that has lollipops in it, and I couldn't be bothered to take the lollipops out. And I wrote out like 70 prompts, I think, and then I folded them up and put them in here. Because basically, until December, if I just take 10 prompts out each month, all the prompts will be filled because there's 70 prompts. So I guess we're just gonna, pick up 10 prompts for July and then see what books we're going to read. Now, there's some books missing. But okay, this book on here, I've already read it. I have also already read Addicted to You and then The First Single Girl's Guide to Murder. But I'm going to reread it and I'm going to do a tandem read with this one because Reckless comes out tomorrow. These two books here are the ones that I'm going to put back on because I started reading them. I never actually did. So this is my jar. Technically it's a lollipop jar. Do I care? No. Do you think that because there's lollipops in here, that means it's a lollipop jar, not a TBR? You know what? It can be both. Why can't two things be the same thing? Okay, so I'm gonna take a prompt out, even though I found all the prompts because I found them on random websites. I think I got a lot from Storygraph because I had something there and I found a whole bunch of random ones, but I've already forgotten them. I think maybe one of them was like a pink book. Let's see what this one is. I'm scared. Oh, there's two. I'm not looking at them. What does that say? Historical fiction. That's exciting. Is it exciting? Okay, I have like two books. Okay, let me show you. So I have Kristen Hanna the Nightingale one. My mum read this book and she really liked it. That's an option. As well as this one here, The Women. My mum has also read this one because I also got this one for my mum and she liked them both. I know this book is about sisters and about World War II, and I know that my mum cried at the end of it. And I believe this book is about a girl who is a nurse in the Vietnam War. So both of these are very interesting. I'm picking this one. I don't know, I just really want to read this one, and the cover's really cute. These are really cute covers. But I'm gonna go with The Women by Kristen Hanna for the very first prompt. 9 more to go. Where should I put the discarded scraps? Let's just make more mess for myself. Okay, so we're going to do more. Sometimes I just forget to breathe a little bit. Yeah, sometimes, does anyone else forget to breathe? Sometimes I feel like I'm just all of a sudden getting really lightheaded and I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, it's because I haven't taken in any deep breaths. Okay, what is this one? Summer book. Well, this is very vague. How am I supposed to know what a summer book is? Okay, let's have a little investigation and I'll come back with some options. A book set in summer? Okay, well, I have a book here. It's called Picking Daisies on Sundays. I don't know if that's a summer book. How am I supposed to know? Nothing is. I feel like maybe I had the intention of like a beach book, maybe a book set at the beach, but I don't have any of that. What about the new Emily Henry book? Maybe Another Life? I don't know, I feel like this cover just kind of gives summer. This book here is about parallel universes, so it shows what would happen in one universe and then what happens in a different one. Which reminds me of this movie called Sliding Doors, which I love. It's like one of my favorite movies. Basically, it's about like what happens if the woman gets on the train or if she doesn't get on the train. And then we have funny story. Daphne's boyfriend dumped her for his childhood best friend. So then she and the childhood best friend's ex then get together and pretend to be fake dating. That sounds interesting. And this one is Friends to Lovers. I'm looking at everything and nothing is summery. Like, I have a book that's literally set in like the winter solstice, but like, oh, it's actually one book, but I do not want to read that. It's that second one in the Icebreaker series, but that's set in the summer camp, but I don't want to read that. So sorry, I will not be reading that one because I don't want to. Maybe I'm just gonna go with Funny Story. Is it a summer book? I don't care, but I'm pretty sure it was released in summer in America, and I want to read it because I've read 3 of her books last month. Because then that's all the books of hers that I want to read. Because I don't want to read her like YA ones. This is the summer book. But it's not giving summer. Is it giving summer? Actually, who cares if it's giving summer or not? I think I'm taking this too seriously. I feel like in my mind, I was expecting something that was like maybe set at like a beach house or a lake house, maybe like the Summer I Turned Pretty or something, but I already read that book and I did not, wasn't for me. Okay, so let's pick another one. Already, there's 2 carcasses on the floor. So, a hideous cover. That's kind of mean. So I've got to basically pick a cover that I think is absolutely abhorrent and I'm looking at it like, ew. Well, I don't really have any of them. This is going to be hard. I think I know what I'm gonna go with. Oh no, but it's so mean. It's so mean if I actually go with this option. It's like, it's so nasty. What I initially picked was so mean that like I'm not going with it. I'm not even showing you what I was initially thinking. But I have a few options here. We have this one. It's Animal Farm by George Orwell. Like this cover, like it's just, what is that? This is actually a really mean one. Like a hideous cover. Like none of the covers I have are truly hideous. And then I guess there's this one. Like what is that? I mean, it's not hideous, but it's just like, oh, actually it is, because look at that. It's got that hideous sticker on it. By the way, this is the prequel to the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy, which I will be reading. Is this the month that I'm going to read it? Or is it going to be Animal Farm? This is so mean. Why would I come up with that? Oh, there is actually one that I know, but I don't want to read it. It's like hidden at the back, because if you'll see by this, basically the books that like I don't really want to read are like all the way at the back. Except this one. This is like series that I'm in the middle of. And this one is books that I want to read, so they're just kind of on the end, but it's in one of those sacks. It's got like this random guy on the cover, and that's hideous, but I don't want to read that, so I'm not gonna pick that option. What should I go with? Guys, help me pick. These covers aren't even bad. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with Animal Farm for the hideous cover. That is so, no, I want to go with this one. Yeah, because like, why is it just a random feather on the front? I guess we're gonna go with Killjoy. Let's go again. I'm hoping I can get something that like I really want to just read. Also, these lollipop sticks, they're like just getting me. Look, I'm kidding, I didn't get that from that. I got that from a pin. Classic, The Beautiful and the Damned. This book explores the glamorous and tragic lives of Anthony Patch and his wife Gloria Gilbert, set against the backdrop of the roaring 20s in New York. Bear with me here. We have The Waves by Virginia Woolf. I really want to read this. This is basically about a whole bunch of friends, like a group of friends, and kind of their lives and social events, individual achievements, disappointments, triumphs, regrets, awareness of unity, isolation, questioning the meaning of life itself. I really badly want to read this. And we also have Wuthering Heights. I also have another cover of this one. It's of a lady on the moors, but I don't really like that cover, so I got this one. But I have nice memories with it because I went with my mom and then we got it there, but like I prefer this edition. I'm actually gonna go with The Waves. It just sounds so interesting, so we're going with The Waves. We have 6 more left to go. Let's find another one. I hope it's something interesting. I also tried to make sure the prompts weren't like that similar, so there'd be hopefully some variety with what I was picking. A sad book. We have 2 books. We have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue and One Day. One Day has just been recently adapted into a Netflix show, and basically it's about these 2 friends and they're meeting up, and they're friends from college, and it kind of goes all their life, I think. And then something tragic happens because I have seen kind of the end of the show. But, you know, I want to pretend that I haven't, but I know it's sad. We have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Basically, this girl, she makes this deal to live forever, but the price of that is that then she's remembered by no one, except she then meets someone. And I think this book, it kind of follows her all throughout different decades of life. Both of these sound really good, but I really want to read The Invisible Life by Addie LaRue. It was a very popular book, I think in like 2020, and I never got around to it. So this is going to be my sad book. I have A Little Life, but I feel as though you need to like want to read it. You can't just be like, oh, well, it fits this prompt. Like you have to like be in the right mindset to like want to read it, because I've heard it's very, very heavy. So there's that one. 5 more books to go. Okay. A book in a series you've started. Oh, that's so easy. I know exactly what I'm going to go with here. A book in a series that you've already started. Powerful by Lauren Roberts. Autumn/fall book. Now what this means to me is a book that's a little bit like on like the darker side. Like maybe a little bit of dark academia. Okay, we have like these books, right? But we also have this book here. Is this giving fall vibes? I don't know. What about that one? Any of these? This book is about, I have no idea what it is about actually, but it's got a scorpion on the front. Then there's also One Dark Window. Basically it's about this girl, there's like this sickness in the world, and to stop the sickness or whatever, you gotta get like 12 playing cards. I feel like fantasy is a good option for like an autumnal book. But I feel like this one, I just want to read it. So this is going to be my fall book. Autumnal book, I don't know. I mean, it's not that deep, not that big of a deal. We have 3 more left to pick for this month's July TBR. What is this one? Last book. The last book in a series. Actually, just finished reading Reckless today, which is a part of the Chestnut Springs series. I don't actually have the book, but I was just talking about how I think that I might want to read the book this month. My last book in a series is going to be Hopeless by Elsie Silver. I don't have the book yet, but I could be getting it tomorrow. I'm very excited because look what I have here. I have Hopeless by Elsie Silver, which is the last book in the Chestnut Springs. And I know it's not my physical TBR, but at least that series will then be over because I'm looking at my there is nothing else here because I haven't finished anything else. You know what I'm saying? Even like trilogies and stuff. I still have so many more books left to read. 2 more to pick. Oh, I didn't tell you, Hopeless is about Bo, and he was a soldier and he came back from being missing, I think. And then he has like a fake dating thing. No, it's a fake marriage to this one girl who everyone in the town hates because like her family's kind of like not the best. What does that say? A book ending on an odd number of pages. What if I accidentally spoil it for myself? Book ends on 318. Okay, what about Bright Young Woman? I really badly want to read this book. 373, that's definitely an option. You also have Beautiful Where Are You, which I also want to read. 367, okay, so we have these two. Sorority president was startled awake. There was violence, 2 friends dead, 2 others maimed. Okay, so Pamela becomes entangled in a crime that will captivate public interest for more than 4 decades. And then there is someone called Tina. Inspired by the real-life sorority targeted by America's first celebrity serial killer and his final murderous spree. Then we have Beautiful Where Are You, which basically follows a whole bunch of friends. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by it, so if he squeals, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, I guess we're gonna go with Bright Young Woman, but I still think I'm gonna read Beautiful Where Are You because I want to. Okay, so basically this is going to be the last prompt. This is actually hurting my hands and there's something on the side. So that's a future me problem to get annoyed about. I don't know. This is the last prompt for this month. I have 2 in my hands. Let's do it again. Please be something good. Young adult. Young adult. Is this young adult? I just looked it up and yes, this book is a young adult one. That is fantastic because I'm going to pick this one for the young adult one. Okay, we've successfully completed our first one. Let me get all the books. These are the books plus Hopeless. This is an exciting book month. For the last book in the series, we have Hopeless. The classic book, we have picked The Waves by Virginia Woolf. The hideous cover, and I am being dramatic here. This cover is really not that bad, but we have Killjoy. A book ending on an odd number of pages, we have Bright Young Women. Autumn/fall book, we have One Dark Window. A book in a series you've started, Powerful by Lauren Roberts. A sad book, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Also, I just heard people say it's sad. And like the concept is sad in itself. Like no one remembering you. A summer book. I'm taking liberties here, but this is my summer book. Historical fiction, we have The Women, Young Adult. We have Stalking Jack the Ripper. If you would like to see any of these books, I basically do not read like a single book without putting it in a reading vlog somewhere. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. I'm gonna put them in my abandoned TBR cart. Yeah, it was filled with books, but I was getting overwhelmed, so I'm just gonna like put the abandoned ones there. And now we have 60 more left. So yes, if you'd like to see more, check out for that, I guess. Okay, so I'm going, and I will see you in my next one.